Okay, this is a game between Crazyassassin and myself, and Bayman X and Immortal 8. It was a 2v2 game, and the game was part of the PT Gaming League. Me and Crazyassassin are partners in that league. It'll be taking place over several weeks, so we should get quite a few good games out of that. So I'm going to pause the game at the beginning, as usual. The elapsed time is 8 seconds, and I'm also going to select myself as the player of focus, because it's obviously easier to talk about myself and focus on my own playing. So turn fog of war on there, and I will now be unpausing the game at 8 seconds. Now, so myself, I am a human player. Crazyassassin is an orc player. We both went random in this game. And I think it's the final game in a best of 3 where we are leading 1-0. The undead player at 12 o'clock has been very slow, putting his ghoul on wood. Oops. I don't want to do that. So I'm actually shoutcasting this game because it's quite funny, and quite a few funny things happen in the game. At that exact moment I'm planning, because in the previous game our opponents weren't the strongest, so I feel I can experiment a little bit here. And I do have a sneaky little plan here to take advantage of the ogres at my observatory, and I've told Crazyassassin what our plan is already, and he said, "Can I help?" And I said no, because I'm extremely greedy, and you'll see what the plan is in a little minute. I don't want to spoil it. So obviously nothing exciting happening in the first few minutes of the game, but hopefully it'll start spicing up very soon. So Archmage, Barracks for me, Assassin is teching, Ghouls and Dreadlord for the undead, and Farseer, and a slower tech for the orc. So as you can see, I'm doing non-stop peasants here. You'll see why in a moment. And now I should be starting Footman now. And the mage was rallied to just up at the top there. I'm going to cast the Water Elemental, send the mage down. I think you'll now see my plan. I'm going to try and steal the ogres at the very beginning of the game. So obviously this technique can work at 12 as well. It can only work at 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock. I don't think I've seen any players do this before, because I actually came up with it myself, not in this game actually, in a game a few weeks earlier. As you can see, it is actually quite good. Now as you can see, that orc player has actually come to harass me. For whatever reason, he has not noticed what I'm doing there. Desperately trying to kill that ogre lord, focus firing on it with all those peasants, and I amazingly get a red drake here. So I'm already level 2 from all that experience. I'm sending the red drake on a path to the undead player at 12 o'clock, but I'm having to send it on a path via rally points, otherwise it would fly straight over centre and die. So now I'm trying to get rid of that Farseer. Put all my men back in wood, start targeting the Farseer hopefully, or at least make it run away. Turn a few back into militia so I can get rid of these wolves. So as you can see, my opponent at 12 o'clock, the undead player, is only halfway to Halls of the Dead, and already he has a drake in his base, causing him some extreme problems. This got some big laughs from Crazyassassin. So I think if you actually do try this strategy and you get something like that, it can obviously win you the game straight away. So I don't know how imbalanced that is, because it's not a common tactic. I doubt if you've ever seen it before. But as you can see, it's extremely effective there. just take that Drake, hold it over the acolytes, and hold ground, and it will automatically switch from target to target. So now that I've chased that first year away, I can now quick expand, well not quick expand, but expand. And the undead player at 12 o'clock has now lost every single acolyte, and there's obviously a little bit of a fluster there because of that Drake, probably wondering how that happened so early. So Crazyassassin, the normal thing, 2 heroes, taking to Spellcaster's Fortress. The other orc is very slow, he's gone ultra defensive. That's a sign of a weak player. Weak players generally get too much defense. And the undead is royally screwed. He's obviously shouted to his partner to help, and his partner sending him his Farseer for his ranged attack. But the damage has been done, and he's lost an amazing amount of gold income. And it's left myself and Crazyassassin to be able to creep the map whilst they are flustered with that move. So my expansion is now up and running, halfway towards hold. I've got absolutely no defence. So I've got a footman army, 5 footmen, building more. They're only running around with heroes, so I know I'm safe to do that. Obviously the undead player is incapable of making a large army. He's got to spend his income on replacing his acolytes. So humans are the only race in fact that can do that particular tactic, because of their use of militia and the mage with elementals and its raised attack to pull the ogres up the ramp. You might want to try it, it's fun. You might get something amazing, like a Drake if you're versus an undead player, or you might get... Well actually, even a Drake versus a human player that early on in the game, it's not exactly going to have riflemen or towers. So it's really good in that situation as well. So I'm taking on the centre very early here. I've taken care of all the weak creeps here. It's something you want to do in your own games as well, is take out the 4 weak creeps at the centre, then start focus firing on the 2 large gnolls. You see a lot of players, from average players, attacking the centre creeps in a strange fashion where half their army is attacking a gnoll and all that business. This is the best and most efficient way of taking out centre. If I'd done it any other way, I would still be fighting at centre right now, trying to kill the creeps. So, mass spellcasters from both arcs, and the undead is stuck at Halls of the Dead with absolutely no units, because of that Drake early on in the game. So I'm just helping out Crazyassassin here. He was getting harassed there by 2 heroes, just forcing his heroes away there. He's actually portaled home, and now we're creeping together, and now I'm working on getting some arcane sanctums. A huge advantage at this point in the game. Halfway to level 5 in that mage, in fact.